Look at that Criterion Collection.
Showtime.
Masterpiece.
One of the best musicals ever made.
One of the best blind buys I've ever had.
Well, that's your thing. You gotta watch a movie once, maybe sometimes twice to actually commit. Barry Lyndon, possible 4K release at some point, so...
Especially because it turns 50 next year.
Yeah, so I'll probably leave that as it will happen. And I'm sure it would look amazing on 4K too, so I'll hold off on that.
Looks incredible on a Blu-ray, I will say.
Election.
Great movie. That's probably my favorite Alexander Payne film.
Mad Mad World, another great comedy.
One of my favorites.
Recently saw this. I actually really liked it. One of my favorite Universal Classics monster movies.
I've had that on my list.
This one,
So good.
I don't own, and it is a great movie. I keep putting it back, but
Put it in the maybe. Put it in the baby.
maybe. He does have a new film, I think, coming out.
Yeah, Mickey
Robert-
17. Yeah.
So,
I had that on my most anticipated list of 2024, but it got pushed back, so I'm excited.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, great movie.
Just rewatched it. Need to own that movie.
Yes, that's a must-own.
Rumblefish, I do need to rewatch,
So good.
but did not know it was a Criterion film actually. Victims of Sin, I just saw the other day. I really like.
I have that on my list.
Go with that. This is a film I think about a lot, but it is very lengthy.
How long is it?
It's 145 minutes,
Oh, wow.
which is for Bellatar pretty short actually.
Yeah, yeah.
But the imagery, the score, is something that sticks with you. You know, something I have to rewatch before I actually commit. I need to watch this actually.
Oh, that's David Fincher's The Game.
You like
I liked it, but I don't know if you'll like the third act. I don't want to say it falls apart, but it's not as good as the first two acts. If you liked Game Night, it's like a more serious version of that movie.
Okay, I might like it then. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing and buy it, Sergey.
Possibly. I'm not sure yet. I think that was it for now. Let me see. One last glance.
One last glance.
In Good for Love, I need to watch.
What about Pink Flamingos? Where's Pink Flamingos? You gotta own that.
I will never own that movie.
What?
Rashomon.
Oh, that's
Missed
good.
that one. That's a great one. I think that is it. I mean, this year we had a pretty good turnout. There's like a lot more selection, though it is the first day of the sale, so that could be a factor as well.
It's awesome though, because even though it's only one shelf, which is a shame, because for reference, guys, all of these shelves were filled a couple years ago. But the last sale, I think it was July, it was the one shelf, but the titles were kind of like so definitely better pickings, it seems.
I think I will stop here. Pretty good selection. Very hard decision to make, but yeah, I'll go with these titles, and I'll have to pick 3 out of these, I think. But yeah.
After Hours, solid Martin Scorsese film. Been looking to possibly rewatch it, so this is a maybe. Let's see. All the Strangers. I might have bought this on the Criterion Flash sale. Let's see what else. Anatomy of a Fall. This is one of my favorite films from last year, but it's a 2K digital master. So I'm like, I have a feeling that we'll get a 4K master at some point, but I don't know. Maybe I'll pick this up. So I do love the movie, so it's like,
Have you seen Brazil?
I have. The only thing I remember about this film is that Robert De Niro has like a weird smile and he's like a plumber or something. I need to rewatch this film.
I'm watching that later this month, so
You'll
I
have to
I
let me
heard
know
it's a
how it
trip.
is. It is. It is. It's the same director that did Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
you know what to expect.
Yeah.
Citizen Kane, great movie, terrible packaging. Crash, really good. A lot of these I own. Dreams, that was okay. Eraserhead, excellent film.
So Eraserhead, if that comes out on 4K, you're upgrading?
I don't know, because the Blu-rays for David Lynch's look so good, so I don't know. Let's see. If you're living in Las Vegas, I own a Blu-ray, so why not? Oh, The Funeral. I haven't seen this before, but I've heard really good things about it. Put this in the file. Ghost Dog, this was a blind buy. Last sale, very good one. Happiness. I might have gotten this on the Criterion sale.
The 4K?
Maybe. And Move for Love. I love this movie, but I think I need to get the Wong Kar-wai box set.
Yeah, that's what I would go for, yeah.
Yeah, because at that point, it's I like a lot of his movies, so. Let's see, a lot of these. Some more. Lone Star. You were telling me about this.
Yes.
I haven't seen it, so I'm going to put it in the pile.
I think you'll like it quite a bit.
Yeah, you said it's kind of like No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Let's see. Drive. Get pink flamingos. Secret Sunshine. Last time I almost blind bought that, but decided not to.
It's definitely a movie to be in the mood for.
Info Man for great things. Haven't seen it. This will be a maybe. Oh, Rumblefish. You were mentioning this, and I have seen this, and I really like it. So this might be one I get. Let's see, Stalker I own. This one I've heard really good things about. And I think it's actually the same director that did The Funeral.
Oh.
Let's see. Transpotting, single-handedly, great movie, one of my favorites, but worst packaging possibly ever.
But it glows in the dark, and that's what matters.
Glows in the dark. War and Peace, this is one I keep wanting to possibly blind buy, but
I don't know how many times you would rewatch it. I mean, it's beautiful to look at. That's the only reason I'd ever watch it again. But 8 hours?
Yeah, 422 minutes. It's like a mini-series at that point. Itomana Tambien, great movie.
And she's in Pan's Labyrinth, that actress. I just noticed, yeah.
Completely different, though. Wings of Desire.
I still need to watch that, yeah.
Yeah, Wim Wenders, yeah.
Yeah.
This will be maybe. Let's see, we'll do another walkthrough. Shortcuts, I missed this. I did watch this, I liked it. Princess Bride, I need to rewatch. Where's Last Emperor?
Oh yeah, I still have to watch that. This month, I'll be checking that out.
I'll be curious to hear your thoughts. I liked The Last Emperor.
Yeah, usually that's always here.
Yeah, why isn't it? Because that's one that I do want to pick up. It's a gorgeous film. Like I watched it, I think it was the library DVD, and then the second time on HBO. So I can only imagine what a 4K physical media release would look like. That's a shame. Yeah, because I would.
And you already own Paris, Texas, right?
Yes. And as some of you will have known, because you guys commented in the comment section, I made the mistake of buying this in July, and a month later they announced it was coming out 4K. So
I will be buying the 4K eventually.
I'm sure it's gonna look gorgeous. But
you're like, can I buy your 4K and we can trade?
Want to trade for the I think that is it for now.
Not getting Dressed to Kill, Brian De Palma.
I like Brian De Palma's other one. That one, maybe I'll rewatch down the line, but
he loves Psycho quite a bit.
yes, and Vertigo and Rear Window, just
Yes.
Hitchcock in general.
Yeah.
But good.
Decisions. Victims of Sin is a possible pickup. Pan's Labyrinth, 100% picking that up. Memories of Murder. It's always being put to the side. For now, it's a next time pick, I think. It's such a hard film to watch, so it's like being like realistic of when the next time I will actually watch it. All That Jazz 100% is a pickup.
Yes.
Collection, I really liked. They didn't have it last time and I wanted it, so that is a maybe. It's a Mad World. Really fun film. I really
Yes.
enjoyed it, but it might be a next time pickup. Same goes with Island of Lost Souls. I just recently rewatched it, or watched it for the first time, and yeah, it's gonna be another time pickup. And then we have Do the Right Thing and Rashomon. Do the Right Thing, one of my favorite Spike Lee films. I'm really interested in what it looks like inside. It's like much thicker packaging.
Yeah, there's a lot of because I own that exact one. It's booklets, which is really cool. It's a great looking Blu-ray.
Might be next time, and Rashomon is a maybe. I love the different perspectives that film offers.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know, did you want to cut to you or pick a...
Yeah, choose. Yeah.
Alright, so we'll cut that.
Decisions.
Alright, so 5 films. I already said All That Jazz and Pan's Labyrinth are 100% pickups. Now it's down to these 3. Victims of Sin, Election, and Rashomon.
Ooh, that's tough.
See, the thing is with Victims of Sin, I feel like in a few months this might not even be in stores because it's such a small film, and Rashomon I feel like will always be around. I always see this all the time, so Rashomon I'll pass on. Election is a hit or miss, but I feel like it's popular enough. But so the thing is, I'm picking 2 more films end of November, Shape of Water and Seven Samurai on 4K. So I don't want to like get too many titles. Just saw this. This I saw last year, or no, not last year. This is July.
July,
Yeah. Screw it, I'm picking both.
Yes. Let's see. There we go.
Go. Election, Victims of Sin. Highly recommend this one. All That Jazz is a must-watch musical, and Pan's Labyrinth, one of the best war/fantasy films ever made.
Agreed. Great pickups. All right. So, Repo Man. This would be a blind buy. I really want to blind buy it, but one of my friends is actually going to be having a movie night for this movie, possibly next month or later on this month. So I think for now I'm just going to hold off on it and just wait to see if I like it when I watch it with him. Tam Uppo, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. The premise sounds very interesting, and I don't really see a lot of films that are Japanese, so I'm like, maybe I'll watch this. So this is going to be a maybe for now. Wings of Desire, I keep hearing a lot of good things about it, and I do like the director. He did Paris, Texas. But I don't know, I've heard some people say it's like too slow, so I feel like this might be a film that I need to watch first before blind buying. So I'm going to put that in the not quite just yet. Rumblefish, I really like Francis Ford Coppola's directing here. I saw this film a couple months ago, and it's really stuck with me, so this I'm going to put in the maybe pile. After Hours, I don't want to say I just saw it. It was like 6 years ago, but it is a film I know I need to rewatch. But I think that just like Last Sale, I think I'm going to pass for now. Anatomy of a Fall, one of my favorite films from last year, but again, I see that it's a 2K scan, so I'm like, I don't know, am I going to pick it up? So I'm going to put it maybe for now. The Funeral, this is a film, it's actually the same director, I'm pretty sure, who did Tam Uppo. And premise seems interesting, combining death, comedy, drama. Seems interesting, so I'm going to put this in maybe. Lone Star, this would be a blind buy. Sergey recommended it to me. This is actually going to be a definite, believe it or not, even though it's a blind buy. So now I just have to decide between these 4. And I'm also limiting myself because I have a couple that I got from Criterion, like their flash sale. So I have 4 of those that I'll be showing you guys in a little bit. So,
Well, with Lone Star, if you don't like it, I might buy it off.
you would buy it off? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. So now I have to decide between these 4. Let's see. The Funeral. Anatomy of a Fall. Again, I love this film, I really do, but don't know. I just have a gut feeling that it's going to get a 4K release. So, you know what, for now, I'm going to...
It's going to be around for a while. It just came out. I think in July it'll still be here if you want it.
Again, I love the movie. I really want to emphasize that. I love the movie, but a new film getting a 2K scan and not a 4K scan, it's crazy. Anyways, Rumblefish, you know what? It's a new 4K scan. I think I'm going to pick this up.
You also don't see it in stores too often.
That's true. That's very true, and I really like that one. So now we have 2 films, both by the same director.
I've never heard of The Funeral, but Tampopo I've heard a lot of great things about.
Yeah, this one I've heard that when you're watching it, it really makes you hungry, apparently. So it seems like a film that is right up my alley based on just reading a little bit about the back. So I think I'm going to blind buy this. And it is also a 4K restoration. So The Funeral this would be a blind buy, but it is an HD transfer. So you know what? I think I'm going to test out the director by watching this film. If I like it, then maybe down the line I'll get The Funeral. So my pickups here: Lone Star, Blind Buyer, Rumblefish, and Tampopo.
Awesome.
So yesterday, November 1st of 2024, I was in store, of course, with Sergey of Skynet Gen, as you just saw, and we took part in the Barnes & Noble's 50% Criterion sale. However, in October 22nd, 2024 to be exact, there was a flash sale on the Criterion website, 50% off, and I decided to partake in that because I wasn't quite sure if some of these titles were going to actually be in store in November for the 50% Barnes & Noble's Criterion sale. So I did take part in that, and those titles, one of them was in back order. So I had it where I said, you know what, Criterion, just release all 4 of these movies that I bought, just release them once the back order item comes in. So that did happen recently. And ironically, today, November 2nd, 2024, those 4 Blu-rays and 4Ks came in. So I will be revealing them to you now, guys. So the first one, we have All of Us Strangers, which this is a movie that when I did my top 10 movies that I want to see on Blu-ray months ago, this was one of the movies that originally I had on the list, but I had to refilm it because after filming it a couple days later, it was then, of course, announced that it was coming out not only on Blu-ray, but 4K as well. This was one of my favorite films of last year of 2023. It was actually an honorable mention. I love this movie. I can't wait to rewatch it, especially since Gladiator 2 is coming out very shortly. So I'm very, very excited to rewatch this. I just rewatched Aftersun, which also stars Paul Mescal. So I'm very much so excited to rewatch this and even more excited to see this in 4K. So I highly recommend this film if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, please blind buy it. Support this film. Next up, we have Exotica. So this isn't a 4K. This is a Blu-ray, but it is a 4K restoration, which is awesome. This is a blind buy. I haven't seen this film, but I have actually heard really good things about this film. The title, the actual premise seemed interesting. Seemed like something that was up my alley. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to blind buy this. So when I was on the website and I saw this, I was like, yep. It's blind buy time. Next up, we have Happiness. This is a film that, as you see right here, I actually owned on DVD. It's a film that this was worth like $40, this DVD, because it's a film that was just so hard to find. So similar to All of Us Strangers, this is a film that originally made my list of top 10 movies I want to see on Blu-ray. But as I mentioned with All of Us Strangers, it was then announced a couple days after filming that video that, hey, this film's coming out not just on Blu-ray, but 4K. So I was shocked, but also very much so happy. This is a film that I love. It is in my top 250 favorite films of all time. I think it's an incredible film. Not for everyone. The material is definitely something that is going to wean a lot of viewers off for sure, but it is a film for more mature and, just critical thinking based viewers. You'll really appreciate this film. Philip Seymour Hoffman gives one of his best performances, and just an overall ensemble cast like any other. I love this film. It's really, really good, and I'm very much so excited to see this on 4K because the first time I saw it was in like 240p quality, and then of course on DVD 480p quality. So can't wait to experience this on 4K. And last but not least, we have another blind buy. This is In Cold Blood. So In Cold Blood is a film that I first heard about when I saw Capote, which is a film that ironically stars Philip Seymour Hoffman. I thought that film was solid, but the actual story that was focused on seemed interesting. So In Cold Blood is one of those films that I've had on my radar for quite some time. And recently I saw that on AFI's top 10, I think it was courtroom films, this was one of the ones that made that list, and I haven't seen it. So I was like, you know what? For the Criterion sale, I know it's probably not going to be in store at Barnes & Noble, so you know what? On the website, I'm going to pick this up, especially because even though it's Blu-ray, it is a 4K restoration, so I'm sure it looks really good, and I've heard great things about it, so I'm very much so excited to check this film out, especially because I love courtroom films, I really do, and I think that it came out in 1967, so this is during the time in American cinema where, you know, violence was started to be something that you could actually depict on screen, so I'm very curious to see how this film looks, especially in black and white, so I'm excited to check it out. So basically, these four, to break it down, you have, let me go here, you have 2 films I've seen before that I was very much so looking forward to pick up, and then 2 films that are blind buy. So wish me luck, guys. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, and let me know what you guys picked up during the sale. I know that I'm filming this again November 2nd of 2024, so the sale is until, I think it's like November 30th. So let me know which movies you guys end up picking up. I'm very curious to see in the comment section down below, and give me any recommendations that you guys might have for, you know, possible future blind buys. Let me know in the comment section down below, and as always, I appreciate you guys' support, and don't forget the subscription notification bell on Sergey of Sky Night Jen's channel, as well as mine right here and here, and I'll catch you guys later.